Now to answer more of your questions about the coronavirus and the vaccine. As we told you, we are planning to do that each and every day. Dr. Michael Urban, occupational therapist and director of the Doctorate of Occupational Therapy program at the University of New Haven, is joining us live now. Dr. Urban, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Well, first we have a question from Manchester. Here it is. Why do we not have a choice as to which vaccine to get?
That's a great question. When you look at the vaccine, obviously they have to go through emergency use approval. So there's a little bit of how they were rolled out. Also, right now in our state of Connecticut and other states across the country, just how they distribute these vaccines out to make sure that they're getting to where the numbers are needed. There's only limited quantities right at this time. So we don't have enough to do the whole nation at once. And it's also global demand. So when you think about the rollout, Connecticut right now specifically is great at taking, at the end of the day, what's sort of going to be unused or could go to waste and get into those other clinics that can still use them so we don't waste any. So if we sort of said, let you choose what you wanted, you actually would wait longer to get vaccinated. That would slow down the vaccination process and just keep this pandemic going a much longer time and lead to more waste of vaccines in the long term.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Rich Stook in Milford, he wants to know, if you have had COVID-19 and you receive the vaccine, do you have to get that second dose?
Absolutely. You do have to get that second dose, unless you have the Johnson & Johnson, which just got approved for just a single dose. The reason why is, again, even though you had COVID-19, thinking about how severe you had it, we don't know how much immunity you built up. So therefore, the fact that there's a high risk of getting, respiratory failure, getting reinfected potentially could still happen. You want to make sure that you get the full vaccination. So this way we know you are protected and you can sort of be helping to stop the spread of the virus. That's why even though you get vaccinated, they're still telling you have to wear a mask also after being vaccinated. So again, it's a great question, but yes, you definitely should get vaccinated when the opportunity comes up for you here in the state, and make sure you do the full regime.
Okay, good to know. And last question, Linda is saying, because we had to have 2 vaccination shots this year, will we have to have the same regimen next year? I think that's a question on a lot of people's minds.
Yes, that's a great question, Linda. And thinking about the regime right now, I think right now our experts are looking at overall what's going to have to be done. There's talks that maybe in 9 to 12 months you have to get a booster, which may be 1 shot. So really, we're still studying the overall how effective these vaccines are going to be over the long term. That's still not known. It's still relatively new, with the viruses being novel and just out there. So the manufacturers, the pharmaceutical companies, are looking at how they can strengthen that response for the long term. So I think you might hear that people at the tail end getting vaccinated, getting the updated versions maybe may get. There's any tweaks that get approved down the road by the FDA. They may not have to get one as quickly, but people who got one early on may have to. It's really unknown at this time.
So the bottom line, more to come. All right, Dr. Michael Urban, thank you so much for answering all of those questions for us. We really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you. Have a great night.